you mean I'm not invincible? What do you mean? And also, it's taken me until 41 to realize I'm not invincible. I think that's, again, pretty good. I would like to think I'm invincible until I'm 99 years old. Okay. Take the drama queen down, Erica. Take the drama queen down. My relationship... That's better. How am I 41 years old? How am I 41? How am I basically middle age? If I live to be 82 years old, which I will live a lot longer than that, but if I live to be 82 years old, I am at midlife right now. Weird. Also, if this is midlife, if this is what midlife looks like, I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, self-deprecating laugh, self-deprecating laugh. When I was younger, I felt, oh my God, what's the word? Invincible. You know how older people always talk about, oh, when you're young, you think you're invincible, and then you grow up and you realize you're not. I'm at that point in my life when I realize I'm not, and it gosh darn sucks. I am not invincible. What do you mean I'm not invincible? What do you mean? And also, it's taken me until 41 to realize I'm not invincible. I think that's, again, pretty good. I basically didn't believe in things like allergies. Allergies or anything chronic would have been to me a sign of a weakness or something that is not being controlled properly, either mentally or habitually, like, you know, that whole eat well, sleep well, exercise well, move your body, you know, all that stuff. I felt like basic ideas of health and wellness should fix just about anything. Everything we're surrounded by that allows us to live on this planet grows, and we eat it, or we rub it on our skin, or we consume it in the form of a pill, and, you know, it gives us vitamins, it gives us minerals, it gives us nutrition and all the ways that we need it, and a relationship to the planet, and it also can kill you. And that's the part that I never gave credence to. These things can also kill you, but we just are so, like, we're so blind, and we're so, like, we stretch our bodies to consume garbage, and then we forget that the power of natural medicine is extremely, like, potent. And I've had to learn how potent it is by having bad reactions to it. Finally had an allergy test in my 20s. Turns out I'm, like, wildly allergic to ragweed. He said when he did the prick test, did not wipe it off soon, I was probably going to have to be given an EpiPen. I didn't take it seriously. But about a year later, again, still in my 20s, when I had chamomile tea from traditional medicinals, and I didn't correlate that with the itchy feeling that I had all over my body, and I went to the doctor, and she said, I feel like it's something you've eaten. And I said, I've changed nothing in my diet, because I'd had chamomile tea before, and then I realized that the quality of the chamomile tea from traditional medicinals is so high that it was literally giving me an allergic reaction. Why? Because chamomile is in the ragweed family. So there have been signs basically my whole life that I do react to certain plants, and we all react to certain natural things negatively. We just don't know which ones they are, because everyone has a different type of body, and everyone has different ways that their systems work, and different levels that we're operating at, and different exposure to different things. It's so stupid, but it's also so true, and it's so real. And I I both love and hate this. I love and hate this phenomenon because, number one, my body is incredibly sensitive. So sensitive. And that's a good thing because it means that it responds. My body is responsive. If you give it input, it feeds back a response. And it's a very clear response. It's either no response or big ol' effect. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Because it means that I can change things easily. Now, the downside of that is that I can also change things easily without recognizing it or knowing that that's what's going to happen until it's already happened, you know? So, for instance, the other night, oh my God, I had my first migraine. What gave me the migraine, do you ask? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It was watermelon. I got a migraine from watermelon. What? That's so stupid. Why did I get a migraine from watermelon? Given that, like, I'm not really prone to headaches. I am not. But what I did is I cut a watermelon and then I put all that watermelon in a bowl. I cut it over the bowl so all the juice goes into the bowl. And then after about 3 hours of the watermelon sitting in the bowl, I took a straw and I slurped up all the juice. Now, I love watermelon. I've consumed a lot of watermelon in my life, but why was this watermelon different? Well, for a few reasons. One, it was a non-organic watermelon. Now, that's a whole other conversation about why I think that matters, but I'm just going to say that it matters. Two, this was the entire watermelon worth of juice after it had the opportunity to have gravity do its work and actually bring a lot of juice into the bowl. I don't normally drink that much watermelon juice. And three, I decided that I was going to hang upside down on my inversion table, and that also created blood flow. And anyway, going back to the watermelon juice, there's L-citrulline in watermelon. I've been told L-arginine too, but L-citrulline, and that is actually something that they put in pre-workout. This also explains why, for me, if I have a bowl of watermelon at night, it keeps me up. It keeps me from falling asleep. If I have a cup of decaf coffee at 4 p.m., I will be up until 6 a.m. If I have an actual cup of coffee with a normal amount of caffeine in it, I'm gonna, well, number one, every system in my body is going to race. And when it races, there's the possibility of me having a panic attack, or at least feeling those anxious jitters. This also can happen from licorice root. Did you know this? Did you also know that they end up using a lot of licorice root in a lot of teas because it is an appealing flavor? And so they can mask a lot of more unappealing flavors with the sweetness of a licorice root. But if you have licorice root for more than 6 weeks, or you have it continuously, you have a higher chance of having a cardiac event because it does get your heart going. Now, that's good for some things, it's really bad for others. But my point is that, like, there's so much power in natural medicine and in knowing what you put in your body. And I grew up hearing, if you have a disease, you probably ate it. Here's what I will say about being in a phase in my life where I understand this, I accept it, I embrace it, I know it. I also have a responsibility to communicate this to the people in my life who love me, because they need to know what not to put around me to keep me safe. My ex-boyfriend said that I come with a manual, which is true. I mean, it's not an actual paper manual, although I did write one for him. Anyway, I explain myself so well to my partner that there really isn't any reason for them to not understand how to take care of this human, you know, what to do with all of this. Now, that being said, just because I give them the manual doesn't mean they're going to read it or heed it.
And just as a quick side note, if you are in a relationship where your partner does not look out for your physical safety, you need to seriously take a beat and reevaluate that relationship. Now, back to the video.
And so the fact that I'm in a relationship with a person who pays enough attention that they can even point out some of the things that I don't realize about myself is a real gift. My relationship to my body is different now than it was growing up. I'm more careful. And there's a part of me that hates that. I don't want to be more careful. I don't want to treat this skin bag full of systems like it's easily breakable or like it's easily affected, even if it is. And I don't know, it's almost like a level of cynicism is getting into my thinking and onto my body in terms of my health, and I don't want that. How can I keep my youthful attitude towards an aging body? And I've always been aging. I've been aging since the day I was born. I mean, that's how I got to here. Aging gracefully is not just about what I do on the outside, but what I'm doing mentally to make sure that I'm not relating to myself like I'm fragile or like things that get done. I think it's about repair. Maybe it's about damage and repair. Maybe I just need to remember that anything can be fixed. That, I think, is the important idea to hold on to. That it can always get better. It can always be fixed. It can always be repaired. Like, nothing is going to be damaged permanently. And that is what I'm starting to slide into. I am starting to slide into that things can happen that are going to impact me permanently. And I don't want to believe that. I don't think I have to believe that. And that's what I want to hold on to. I want to hold on to that. I am always curable.
Hey guys, I wanted to bring you back into the video for just a sec because I want to start a new tradition with you. So every night before I go to sleep, I say a prayer, and I want to share that prayer with you and extend it to you guys as well. So it goes like this. It says, I pray to live a long, healthy, happy, beauty-filled, fulfilled life with a complete love that goes the distance and a lifetime of financial comfort. So thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great rest of your day.
Do you know? You don't know. I'm about to tell you that a couple weeks ago I went to a Metallica concert with some friends, and I had to scurry out of there like a little fragile maniac because I am deathly allergic to pot, mold, mushrooms, like just ragweed, cannabinoid, melons, just all sorts of things that can just take you out. Oh, please tell me they're not taking that parking spot. I just spun around for that parking spot. Please don't take that parking spot. You're taking that parking spot. Oh, darn. Are you taking that parking spot? If you're doing that, you're doing it very poorly.